I was wondering if you could talk a bit more about how meditation benefits the body. I know you mentioned it in a video, the one about exercise, but I thought this was interesting. Thanks. Well, the funny thing about meditation is that people get all sorts of ridiculous ideas about what it's going to do for them. I remember when I was meditating, and I've heard other people, so please don't laugh at me too hard, because I've heard other people with the same ideas, that it was going to fix my teeth and fix my eyes and stop me from going bald and so on and so on. And I've heard other people share this sort of idea that you think that somehow someone was saying, how could this guy be practicing meditation? He still has to wear glasses, kind of thing. There's someone who actually asked that. So the first thing to say is that I wouldn't expect miracles in regards to meditation's effect on the body. There certainly is some indication that meditation does help the body, but I think that's quite... There's nothing mystical or magical about that, because meditation makes the mind calm. And vipassana meditation causes the mind to let go. And you can feel this in the body. You begin to feel the tension, and you see how stressed you are, and so you relearn your interaction with reality to become such that you don't cause tension in the body. And as a result of that lack of tension, so much of our physical discomfort is relieved or is done away with. The Buddha said that there are 4 types of sickness. I don't know if it's important to go into detail with this, but if you look at the 4 types of sickness that the Buddha mentioned, then it's clear that meditation plays a part, but certainly can't help you to be in perfect physical health, because there's sicknesses that come from food, there's sicknesses that come from the environment, there's sicknesses that come from karma, one's past deeds, and then there's sicknesses that come from the mind. Meditation, I would say, can only help with the 4th one directly. The sicknesses that are caused by the mind's tension and the mind's stress and the mind's grip that it has on the body, or effect that it has through the brain on the rest of the body. This is the extent of the benefit that one can see in meditation. As for the other 3, well, certainly meditation isn't going to allow you to abuse your body with food or with the things that you intake. This isn't one of those religious teachings where you can take poison and so on. But even there, you could make an argument. There are arguments like how when the one's digestion becomes better through meditation, especially walking meditation. The walking meditation allows one's digestion to improve. This is one of the 5 benefits. So it can actually ameliorate diseases that are brought on by food. But if you have the sickness, if you have the disease, and if you get diabetes, for example, it's not going to cure diabetes. It's not going to suddenly make your organs, your kidneys start working again, but it may prevent you from getting diabetes or heart disease or so on, caused by food, by eating the wrong food, because of it'll prevent you, or it'll slow down the process of acquiring the disease, because of the ability that it gives you to digest your food better. As far as sicknesses that come from the environment, it can help there as well, in a roundabout way, because it gives you a better immune system. So your ability to fight off diseases is increased because of the energy and the strength that you give back to the body by practicing meditation, by letting go and so on. People who practice meditation will find that we'll find in the beginning that actually it can have a deleterious effect on their health because they're dealing with so much stress, and meditation can actually bring up physical stress. It can bring up tension. You practice meditation, you'll feel more tense for some time because your mind is going over these and you're not finding a way to relieve the tension, and you're just going over the bad states, and so again and again getting angry again and again and again for the purpose of learning, letting yourself get angry for the purpose of learning about anger and seeing that, oh, actually it's causing me a lot of suffering, to the point that you can let go, instead of when you get angry, go off and do something that you like, something that you enjoy, in order to be happy again. So you might find that actually your physical health is weakened through the practice of meditation in the beginning, but through extended practice, you'll find that even with only eating a little bit of food, or even food that is not the healthiest, these people who think that to keep the body healthy you have to eat this and this and this and have a strict regimen, it's totally thrown out the window in the practice of meditation, because you find that even with a little bit of food, or as I said, food that is not of the best quality, you can find that you're radiant and that you are you feel healthy, you look healthy, and so on. So these are the first two types of disease that can't really be directly affected. If you're sick with diabetes and so on, or if you've got a cold, I wouldn't look to meditation to be a miracle cure for the cold, though it certainly can help as it strengthens the immune system and so on. And number 3, diseases based on karma. This is like when you're born crippled, or when you're born with bad vision or crooked teeth or so on. Certainly not going to help those. The best thing meditation can do for any sickness, for any physical impairment, is to allow you to let go of it, and to use the impairment actually as a teacher, to help you see that this state of being a human is not perfect, and there's no way you're going to make it perfect. And it's not the way out of suffering to try to make it good and lasting and perfect and wonderful. So I hope that's a fairly good answer from my end.
Yeah, I don't have much to add, just that you anyway will get old, and the body will decay. So even if you meditate, so don't expect too much from it.
Yeah, the Buddha said one of the great negligences or intoxications that we have is the intoxication with health.
But
she's sick, so she's dying, decrepit. So
we are all dying, one sooner or later.
Go ahead.
But I had, before I was meditating a lot, as I do now, I had kind of, I think it's called in English, restless legs, so that my legs sometimes in the evening especially just moved by itself, and it's, I don't know where it comes from, but from meditation it's gone. So.
Yeah, I think all 4 of them can be ameliorated and could even possibly be cured. There's people who say they cured cancer through practice of meditation. Whether it's true or not, I've seen people die trying to cure cancer through meditation. I've never witnessed someone actually curing cancer, but there are stories about it. Tumors anyway. So yeah, it makes you want to go off in the forest, eat 1 meal a day, and live in wear rags. So and go barefoot and eat food that's not the healthiest, and eat just whatever you're given. Eat only 1 meal a day, and live on the floor and sleep on the floor, and give up personal hygiene and so on. So in a sense, meditation's probably not the best thing to do if you're concerned with things like diseases and sicknesses and so on. I mean, there's lots of stories of monks who get malaria and so on. But I mean, that's one side of it. It's kind of, I'm trying to make a joke that meditation may be hazardous to your health because it will eventually teach you to let go of your health and to let go of your desire to, an arahant, if someone is totally enlightened, they have no concern for their physical health, and if they're dying, they're dying. If they're living, they're living. They don't have this concern. I mean, there is, if it's getting in the way with the things that they are planning to do, or that are natural for them to do, then they might naturally do something to overcome it. Like there's even a story of the Buddha who had this monk recite to him the Bojjhangas, whether he really did or not. It's a story that we have. Recite the factors of enlightenment, and as a result he became free from his sickness through the power of the fact, even the Buddha hearing the factors of enlightenment. So there's potentially even an arahant might do that, but certainly is not worried about their health. The Buddha himself, before he died, he was in a great amount of suffering, and was able to overcome it, in order to give a last teaching, but eventually passed away that same day. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, and this goes back to what I said in the beginning. Please don't expect meditation to do crazy things for your health and so on. Whether it does or not, the most important thing is that meditation should teach you to let go and to be free from this human life, so that you don't have to come back and suffer and go through it all again. At the worst, you'll be able to come back as an angel, or in a realm that is more pure, based on the purity of mind.